starting to see details later. He starts officially gathered. It's hard to tell because I have felt personally that we might have to be a little bit more unsettled. And so the fact that he's not like, okay, well, I'm not going to argue. Okay, well, let him be quiet, right? But I think as this emotional period goes.
All right, good morning. Hello. And welcome to our third 3MT competition. I'm Joseph Okong, Associate Dean for the Toulouse Graduate School, and this is my colleague Mike Gibson from the College of Visual Arts and Design. I have a couple more colleagues here that I need to acknowledge. Lisa Jackson from our Writing Center in the English department, and then Susan Smith from our library. Susan, sorry. Okay. But thank you very, very much for coming. This is an exciting competition for our students. The 3-minute thesis challenges our students to talk about their research in 3 minutes. Our students are doing wonderful research, exciting research. But like my students, they have a difficulty communicating the importance of their research, the essence of their research, to non-technical people. My students are good at telling me about all the wonderful things they're doing, and then when I ask them the question, why should I care? It's like, because I'm going to give you a reason to care. And frequently they're communicating using technical language that the non-technical person cannot understand. And it's important for us to teach our students how to communicate their research in such a way that it is compelling, persuasive, using non-technical language so that the average person can understand. So in our universities, we don't have a course that specifically teaches this. University of Queensland came up with this idea of requiring the students to compete in this format. So that's where it started, and it's now gone all over the world. We started it here at UNT a year ago. And in our first competition, our winner, Garima Bajwa, then went on to the regional competition, which is the Southern Council of Graduate Schools. We have about 200 graduate schools in the South. And Garima Bajwa competed, and she came in 3rd place. That's our first time of doing it. So it's caught on in the United States. We have regional competitions. We also have even a national competition. I expect that we're going to have that. Now, it's good training for our students in helping them to communicate their research. The way we structure it is that we have preliminary competitions, the heats, like the Olympics. And then the winners of those preliminary competitions come in to compete in the final competition. Each student has 3 minutes to communicate their research, like I said, with only one slide, one PowerPoint slide. And there are judges that decide who is accomplishing the objective that we've set. So you are in for an exciting, exciting time. I want to begin by acknowledging the people who have helped to make this possible. You see, I have a big fat check to my left here. The winner gets $3,000. The second prize winner gets $2,000. The third prize winner gets $1,000. You talk for 3 minutes and you get $3,000. I could be rich, right? Anyway, so we have been very, very fortunate and blessed by Amo and Chris. Chris is not here this morning, but Jeff Schilling is here from Amo. Thank you very, very much. Amo has supported us with $5,000 every time we've done this to just support this event. This year we have a new sponsor, Mark Hamdan, Ted Jennings. He gave us $500 towards this expense. And so I want to thank you very, very much for helping us with that. And our judges, thank you very much for taking your time to come and share this time with us and enabling us to support our graduate students to provide training for them. So thank you very much. I think I'm going to turn it over to Mike Gibson, my colleague, who is going to be the MC for this event. Mike?
Thank you, Joseph. So in just a few moments, I'm going to be calling our participants, our contributors. I'm not going to call them contestants, they're scholars, up to this stage to make their 3-minute thesis presentations. I would ask the judges and everyone else here just to sort of reiterate what Joseph said. Why should someone care about what you are doing? But what's the context for it? What good will your research do? How will you help people from outside your discipline understand the relevance of what you're doing? Where does it situate itself? Okay? Your ability to communicate this clearly, to get someone excited about what you're doing, not just because you're good looking and dressed well, but because the content of what you're presenting is viable. So that is the challenge to you. All right? So without further ado,
You need to explain the judging criteria.
you.
Okay. So we're going to select 3 winners. The top 2 winners, the overall winner, and then the second prize winner will be selected by the judging committee, the judging panel. And for this morning, you saw them already, and I need to just introduce them very briefly. The judges, we have Ray Croft. Ray is managing partner, Turtle Creek Financial. Thank you very much, Ray. And you can see his bio in the handout that you have received. We have Sarah Ramadan. Sarah has done this for us 3 times in a row. Sarah, thank you very, very much. Sarah is a financial advisor. We have Jeff Schilling, and Jeff is with Hamor, and they have been with us 3 times in a row. Chris could not be here this morning, so Jeff is here. Thank you very, very much for doing this for us. And then we have Richard Conde, previously business executive, now he's one of us. He's a graduate student in marketing. Thank you very, very much, Richard, for doing this for us. And then we have Mark Hamden. Hi, Mark. Thank you very, very much for doing this for us. So we have 5 judges. Their decision is final. Now, all of you are going to help us to choose the 3rd candidate, the 3rd winner. It's called the People's Choice. When you came in, each of you has been given 1 ballot. So your job is to listen to all the presentations carefully, and then you decide who gets the People's Choice. So you have 1 ballot. So after all the presentations, we'll have some time for snacks. You would have chosen in your judgment the People's Choice person, and then you cast your ballot, and then we'll count the ballots, and then we'll present the results with the judges' results. Okay? So the criteria for judging this. Did the presentation provide an understanding of the background to the research question being addressed and its significance? Did the presentation clearly describe the key results of the research, including conclusions and outcomes? Did the presentation follow a clear and logical sequence? Was the thesis topic, key results and research significance and outcomes communicated in language appropriate to a non-specialist audience? Did the speaker avoid scientific jargon, explain terminology, and provide adequate background information to illustrate points? Did the presenter spend adequate time on each element of their presentation, or did they elaborate for too long on one aspect, or was the presentation rushed? Did the oration make you want to know more? Was the presenter careful not to trivialize or generalize the research? Did the presenter convey enthusiasm, excitement about their research? Did the presenter capture and maintain your attention, Did the presenter have sufficient stage presence, eye contact, vocal range, maintain a steady pace, and have a confident stance? We want them to stand as an authority, to present themselves as winnable, persuasive. And they have one slide, just one slide. Did that one slide enhance their presentation? Was it clear? Was it legible? Was it concise? Did it add to the overall presentation? Those are the criteria we're going to use.
the other people that are, some are in this room, but some are not. The faculty advisors, the mentors, the major and minor professors that all of the people you're about to hear, they play an enormous role in what we do here. This is a community of scholars. So I think if we could take a moment, please, and let's have a round of applause for all of our faculty mentors. Yeah, are you, any of
I
you
see
here?
Baron Benavides. Faculty, will you please stand so that we'll acknowledge you? Faculty here with your students. Please stand. Okay, all right. Okay. So we have 3 minutes, and after 2 minutes, you hear the bell. So that's our timekeeper. Sylvia is our timekeeper. So after 2 minutes, you hear the bell. It doesn't mean it's ended. It means you have 1 minute to wrap up and land your plane gracefully. We don't want you to have a plane crash. Okay? So you have practiced, but after 2 minutes you hear that bell, it means bring your plane to a landing. Okay. I need to acknowledge my 2 student helpers. Sylvia, the student assistant in the graduate school, and where is Louis? Hi, Louis. Okay, thank you. Okay. They came in this morning before 8 o'clock, and they've been working ever since, trying to get this ready. Thank you very much. Okay, Mike, it's over to you.
All right. So this is the time when everybody needs to sit forward. This is edge of the seat time. It's going to get real right now. I'm going to introduce our very first presenter from this university's fine area, our Department of Computer Science and Engineering. We have future Dr. Joseph Helsing. The advisor is Dr. Armin Nicola. And the title of what you're about to hear is Emergency Response Plans Evaluation, a Computational Approach.
All good? So, newsflash, there's been a smallpox outbreak in Denton County. Local health officials have said that everyone within the county must receive medical treatment within 48 hours or the consequences could be dire. What is the one thing you want most of all right now, other than a fast car with a full tank of gas? You want to know that local officials have a plan for making sure that everyone is able to receive these life-saving treatments within the time period. What's more, you want to know that they have a plan that has been evaluated, has been tested to make sure that it will actually achieve its goal. And that's where my research comes in. I'm developing computational methods to evaluate emergency response plans for emergency managers. I take in information such as the population distribution of the county, the road network, and the locations of the points of distribution for these medicines. So once I have all that information, I can start simulating traffic flow along the roads and determine, will this plan actually be able to achieve its goal? What's more, I can start looking at things such as how many accidents can occur along the road network before the plan completely falls apart. How many of the distribution locations can fail before the plan is no longer feasible. Further, in most cases, emergency managers are coming up with a variety of plans, different locations that they can try. And so I'm trying to build in automation into the system so that emergency managers can load in a set of plans, and then the system will actually learn about these plans and determine, how should I go about testing? It will design its own experiments to identify key flaws within the plan so that we can really get a feel for where should we start shoring up defenses, where should we potentially place police or emergency crews in the event that something terrible happens in this already crisis situation. Thus, my system is designed to help emergency managers safeguard public health when we would have such an emergency. Thank you very much.